Our preliminary data is in support of the soy dust product being a replacement for graphite or talc lubricants.
The idea was to try to look at all combinations of the two products. So we were interested in the planter lubricant. We compared that dust planter lubricant to a talc, which is a standard, and then also an 80-20 talc graphite blend. So I looked at corn and soybeans. We also have cotton.
Cotton's a very important commodity to the state of Tennessee.
I think the goal would be to make sure, at least in my mind, that dust is equivalent to the products that are already on the market.
With our research, our main goal was to make sure we weren't negatively impacting early season growth. In Tennessee, we fall along the northern edge of the cotton belt, so the first 40 days of growth are very important to making a profitable crop.
We took a lot of early season data, and from soybean standpoint, basically the dust was equivalent to the other two products. And so even though we didn't see any differences, that's actually a good thing. It says that, you know, with the planting equipment used to plant soybeans, it's equivalent. In corn, for most of our measurements, it was similar. From the standpoint of I think our final stands were the same. Bigger ratings, fresh weights were all the same for dust, talc, and the talc graphite blend.
The soy-based lubricant could be an alternative for the talc and graphite lubricants.
And so my job when putting in this trial was operating the tractor and just kind of overall managing everything, all the components of the trial, making sure all the different lubricants were correctly used, getting everything back out and cleaned out of the hoppers, getting seeds switched out, things of that nature. So I got to put it in the ground, but also got to kind of see from the top view of how everything was being blended, how everything was going into the hoppers, and then seeing how they were actually coming out of the planter going into the field. So this actually is where the trial starts. This would be one of our last treatments. We actually did 8 different treatments. We did the soy dust, the graphite, and talc. As you walk across these plots, you're not going to be able to tell which rows are which, simply because there was no differences. So no real negative impacts were seen at all. We've done a lot of different data assessment here. We've pulled plants to see if there's any differences in their biomass, above ground biomass, measured stand, singulation, nothing's standing out any different. Everything looks pretty uniform.
The dust was less dusty than talc or the talc graphite blend, and that was nice. If the planter lubricant is, you know, not going to be listed as a carcinogen, you know, like the talc or those other products, the worker handler safety to me is big. A lot of people cannot stand graphite. It's dirty, it's messy, it's all over everything, and the handlers really appreciated the clean product that dust is.
Just like our other graphite and talc, it still has the blowback when you mix it in, but I didn't have to wear it the rest of the day. It was a lot cleaner. It seems more environmentally friendly. You don't have it all over you. You could maybe wear your Sunday's best when you're using soy dust. Not going to happen with graphite or talc products. I think that's the biggest thing, is that we saw a product that didn't have any differences between what's currently on the market, so you shouldn't see any drawback to using the product. But it's a soybean-based product, so a lot of our growers here, it's something that their crop's going to go to, so it's also benefiting them as a producer. So it'd be really attractive to use it going forward.
Our growers typically have soybeans in the mix. Using a soy-based product, however small it may be, having one other soy-based product would probably positively impact their bottom line and profitability.